This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
G'day guys, Churchy, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Seen a couple of videos on this, and it looks kind of fun, so I thought we'd give it a go and see what shit we can get up to.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Ha! Fuck are you? How do I interact? E. Wait, what did I say? The end is never, the end is never? End is never. This is fucking freaky. What the fuck? Turn all our computers off. Yeah, cool view. Let's go in here. Nope. Fuck you. Let's go in here. I mean, seriously, you leave your desk, you go home for the day, you turn your computer off, right? That's like common knowledge. Awaiting input. Oh god, I can step on. Hello. Input received. Now what? No, what? Okay, cool. I'm stuck. There we go, I'm free. Fucking wasting power, these bastards. Let's go this way. There's no one behind me.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Oh, that's... We're going right. Fuck you. You're not the boss of me.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Let's go check that out.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all,
Totally.
just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Bask in its
Stanley
glory.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Look at it. Look at it. So glorious. Okay, I'm done. Oh, coffee.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yep.
Really worth it.
Totally. Don't judge me. Press everything. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. That looks interesting. So does that. I don't like options. Fine, I'll listen.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This looks cool though. No, we'll play it nice. Play along. Yeah. Is this the meeting room?
Yet there was not a single
Yes.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it boil up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is funny. I like it. Right. Money. More money. Things. But with money to buy more things. Grass. Bad things with money. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Okay. Numbers on the slide. Charts and slides. Oh, this video is just going to be me watching the slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh, I could sit here all day. This is funny. Rate of increase in grass per slide. Please, no more charts. I'm begging you, stop. The boss appreciation minute. When you, it's like the top 20 things you love about your boss. I need to recreate this for my work. Why do we hire? Remember that it takes 2 times. Yeah, both of them. What are your dreams for the future? Transcend? Comatose? Comatose pollution. What the fuck is this? Charts.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
I'm sorry. This
is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I'm sensing some sarcasm. Look, don't be like that. I'm looking at the presentation. It was captivating. Charts! Synergy! Okay, I'm done. Let's move on. Broom closet!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Press
so
buttons.
He turned around and got back on track.
No, I didn't. You're not my boss. You're not my supervisor. Make him say something else.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Fine.
No reason to still be here.
You happy now? Happy? Ooh, choice.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Down. Fuck you. Ooh, what's this?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
I'm not crazy.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Possibility.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
I'm getting a feeling of deja vu.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Shit.
And for that
Witchcraft.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, they are.
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Fuck you, door.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm crazy.
I'm dreaming!
Apparently I'm dreaming.
This is all a dream. Oh,
I don't sound like
what
that.
a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers
Achievement
were
unlocked.
actually
You can't
gone.
jump.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently...
Holy shit, I'm
float
flying.
to the ground.
I'm flying.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Oh my god.
Two appeared. It was
Oh
so
my God.
much fun.
Woo!
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Yeah, why am I
How
not
was he
awake? Oh, it's dark.
remaining so lucid?
Oh.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them
Am I
all
flying anymore?
entered
No.
Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Sounds a bit like
Now
a bit of
the
a prick
voice
as well.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley,
Oh, God.
who found it particularly strange.
Oh god, I'm
I'm
confused.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he
Wow.
thought.
That's confusing.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Really?
Now, hearing the voice speak
That's
these
nice.
words was quite a shock to Stanley.
It was a shock.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Sure.
How else would the voice explain all that?
The
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
How do I do that?
That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Oh
up.
no!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
So comfortable.
the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Yes.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
Have a
and my
wife.
job.
Cool.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Exactly the way.
My life is normal. I am normal.
I'm not very normal.
Everything will be fine.
No, we're all gonna die.
I am okay.
I am okay. Am I okay? No, I'm not fucking okay. I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, can someone tell me I am real? I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, I died. Did I die? Hello?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella. Hey, Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But
Look
on
at her
this
just stand there,
particular
look at
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming
Not
to
crazy.
himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Huh.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Just staring at
He
my
was
corpse.
obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Very
Everyone
nice.
knows what crazy people look like.
Do they?
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am
Right.
sane. I am in control of my mind.
I am
I
okay.
know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
At least I can see my
Then she
feet.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Go and check this here for my
And
okay.
then she turned and ran.
Bye, Mariella. Right. And we're back at the start. Okay, guys. Well, that was the Stanley Parable. If you liked that, leave a like at the bottom and subscribe to see more endings. I'm gonna give this a couple of runs and see what I can get up to. Alright, guys. I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! This is the death!